Good morning. We are here uh, with the purpose of explaining the workshop or the book. Goodbye Anxiety in 21 days. And for those who have acquired the book, we are going to we are broadcasting on YouTube and we are broadcasting on Zoom. The exclusive idea of this presentation is that all the people who have already acquired the book, who have the book, have a very clear understanding of what the action is, what differentiates this book from others, and what action they should take to use it properly. In addition to this introduction, we are going to repeat several times what we have called the action that we consider appropriate in this event, which is to join the Medita Hub WhatsApp group, which I will place here in the comment. I will save it here in the comment right away so that everyone can copy and paste it immediately. We are going to place it here in the comment right away. There are WhatsApp channels and there are Telegram channels. Why are we going to recommend that you be in the WhatsApp channels and the Telegram channels? Because all the information, book updates, and any event updates of the book itself will be permanently communicated through these groups, the WhatsApp group or the Telegram group. Telegram is a platform that, for those who don't have it, is much more powerful than WhatsApp, and let's say it is the preferred platform for communication in large groups. WhatsApp has limitations of up to 250 people per account. The book to date has records of more than 1,500 downloads, and this means that even the Telegram platform might fall short when we have a joint activity that we can also broadcast via Telegram. So, having said that, I want to move on to the introduction, because we are going to have many events like this one, and this same event will be repeated this coming Saturday at 2 in the afternoon, Miami time, 2 in the afternoon, Miami time, with all the questions that may arise regarding the book. Today, we are going to give exclusively an introduction to why this book is different. This introduction to why this book is different involves some milestones that we are pleased to discuss. I'm going to share some milestones that we find interesting. Let me place this here and change the screen. The book, in a few hours, we are going to see it here, in a few hours, achieved the following, let's say, awards, as they would call them in American, or the following highlights, right? The book, in a few hours, here I am sharing a screen, achieved on Amazon, the largest book platform in the world, the #1 spot in holistic medicine in the Kindle store, the #1 spot in self-help for anxieties and phobias, and the #1 spot in personal development and self-help in Spanish. This type of classification, carried out by Amazon's algorithm, is developed based on the content and novelty of what the product represents, and of course the feedback or the number of people who have shown interest in it. In addition to this, to this good milestone that we consider extraordinary, we have another milestone. The milestone is we are #1 in what is considered the latest releases. Once again, Amazon's algorithm rewards us, indicating to the general public the value of $15.99, which we had already mentioned, and the free promotion, which Amazon also offers as a possibility for books with high novelty. And Amazon then gave 5 days to download it for free. Likewise, for those who eventually couldn't download it, we will have some special promotion. We are dealing with the platform Amazon, of course, makes money by selling books and doesn't like giving them away. But there are special considerations with authors where there are books with a lot of novelty, as is the case here. This algorithm rewards us with the number one spot in the Kindle version, the number one position of getting it on Google, getting it on on beta, getting it on Amazon, on YouTube is extremely complicated. A product really has to captivate a person as something novel. So here we have the number one spot in the latest releases as it pertains to Amazon. In addition, and I want to emphasize this, it's not for, I say this with much humility, it's simply to, so you know that you have not just any book, but a truly valuable book, probably of much greater value than its cost. The book, moreover, is the only book in Spanish today, the only book in Spanish that is in the top 15 bestsellers. It's the only one. There is no other book on Amazon.com, Amazon United States, which is the largest of all the Amazons, that is in the top 15 positions, whose version, moreover, is in Spanish. Here, you have it at number 12. We have this positioning. That said, it's important to consider that we have the book in 3 versions. Okay, this is the book. So this book has, as you will see on your own screen, we tried to place in the design what we wanted to convey with the book. Basically, the wisdom of Louisa Hay, Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, Eckhart Tolle, Tony Robbins, Napoleon Hill in a single book. That is one of the distinguishing features of this book. It includes 45 bestsellers from the most famous authors related to these topics of reprogramming, of anxiety. In the book itself, the 45 summaries are included in video format, audio format, and PDF format. These books are also available in English and Spanish versions. Everything we are doing in digital version is also in English. Everything that is in paperback is also in English. This back cover might explain a bit why the book is different from all the others and why Amazon rewards us with these distinguished positions. Basically, the book leads to reflection. In the United States, 50% of young people between 18 and 24 years old have suffered from moderate to severe anxieties in the year 2023. It's a figure that Dr. Hill, who wrote the foreword of the book, talks about as the new pandemic. It's a pandemic that is occurring because when 50% of a population is experiencing this, it has the characteristics to be called by that term pandemic. Then, well, the challenge includes a 21-day challenge with 24/7 support with an artificial intelligence coach to carry it out. That's a novelty. No book to date on Amazon includes all this that we are offering, and none includes an artificial intelligence assistant with 24/7 assistance. We also have a method that differs to date from any other method. Many times we ask ourselves what is missing from Dr. Joe Dispenza's method for most people who practice it to manifest what they desire, because the method is scientifically proven to work, and yet for a majority it doesn't work, which brings discouragement, which brings frustration, if not anxiety. So, reviewing all the authors who have been masters in the part of manifestation through the use of tools, we found that subconscious reprogramming, as established by Joe Dispenza and as established by many authors, is the most powerful key factor to achieve manifestation. This subconscious reprogramming, however, has a detail that we identified repeatedly and that not even Dr. Joe Dispenza has identified. It's that he himself reprogrammed the subconscious with his own voice. In the case of Tony Robbins, he himself reprogrammed his subconscious with his own voice. In the case of Louisa Hay, she herself reprogrammed her subconscious with her own voice. In the case of Eckhart Tolle, he himself reprogrammed his subconscious with his own voice. Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer. What the great gurus didn't realize is that they use their voice to reprogram and then offer that method as a meditation to others. But each person's subconscious is personal, it's particular, and perfectly understands the language of waves, identifies which voice is familiar and which voice is not familiar. And beyond that, it identifies what is called a voice of faith. The voice of faith is the one that we typically give the characteristic of belief. From this quantum perspective or this holistic perspective of these great masters, we observe as a permanent phrase. You will always get what you want. You are always manifesting things. What you are not realizing is that you are manifesting what you do not wish to manifest. That is to say, we are a quantum machine of permanent manifestation, of good things, bad things, and regular things. We cannot stop creating. We came to the planet in the image and likeness of God, basically a creator. And this condition of being in a state of creation is permanent. The problem is that we do not create consciously. We do not create what we want, but rather we believe that the universe brings us unfair things and, of course, makes us victims of situations of anxiety and all of this. Anxiety is not our enemy. Anxiety is basically an alarm like the one in a vehicle indicating a lack of fuel, an alarm like the one in a vehicle indicating a lack of oil, an alarm like the one in a vehicle indicating the tires are low. No one argues with those alarms in a vehicle. They appreciate them. Those alarms come to show that we need to work on something to prevent the vehicle from breaking down. It's the same in the body. Anxiety presents itself as an alarm button and is your friend for you to act accordingly. Because an anxious or stressed body, as all these famous authors state, including Bruce Lipton, who is a scientific biologist, all summarized in this book, Goodbye Anxiety, 21 Days. This alarm, if not attended to, just like in a vehicle, will cause a problem of greater magnitude. And everything is fixable. Everything, even when the problem presents itself of greater magnitude. So in this case, this method is to detect and address the alarm. If we had low gasoline, refill the gasoline before getting stranded anywhere on the road. Or put air in the tire or add oil to the engine or whatever the cause of the alarm may be. This book provides an organized, practical, and concrete method with many tools. That is its differentiation. We have 5 authors who give a holistic treatment to this book. These 5 authors, they focus on the most successful practices that will directly help with the issue of anxiety. These practices include NLP, cognitive behavioral psychology, traditional Chinese medicine with acupuncture and acupressure, nutritional supplements and adaptogens, directly applied metaphysics, and even celestial help through prayers and using the 7 powerful archangels. These tools work better for some than for others, but definitely the complete volume of tools provides an unbeatable toolbox. This, along with an application called The Guru with Artificial Intelligence. This application is the easiest way we have to talk with an author like Deepak Chopra, like Joe Dispenza, because it has all the author's knowledge loaded. Consequently, it is extremely valuable, and you can interact with it by saying, I want you to respond to me like Satguru. I want you to respond to me like Osho. I want you to tell me how Louisa Hay would do in this case. And it basically searches all the information it has and gives you an answer as if Louisa Hay were talking to you or Dyer were talking to you. This is a tool of immense value for which Amazon is rewarding this work. I don't want to set the book aside. It is also available in hardcover version. The hardcover version is the luxurious version. It's for the person who will have this as a journal. And it has, of course, space to write directly in the journal, both this and the paperback version. But the luxurious version serves as this, a, a bedside book where I jot down my progress. And it also includes a luxurious version that comes with 2 new versions of the book for free. Not this book. Now comes a book called Goodbye Insomnia in 22 Days, and another book called Goodbye Depression, Why Anxiety, Insomnia, and Depression. Because these conditions are what exacerbate the processes of illness, and it has been shown that by resolving these conditions, diseases are healed. So, for people who already have an ailment, if they manage to resolve these 3 conditions where thought and emotion are generated, they have more than half the battle won. We are talking about anxiety, we are talking about insomnia, we are talking about depression, and that is the trio with which Medita Hope begins a practical, concrete, and victorious process to resolve and say goodbye. I don't want this in my life anymore. After this, Ignacio initiates the development of this book compendium along with Isabel Espinosa, who is the co-author in the part related to celestial help, because my brother, Alberto Muhammad, Dr. Hill, on multiple occasions, working with Isabel, with the meditation process to sleep better, requests we should incorporate some of this, because my patients, all of them, need to be able to sleep, need to be able to have joy in living, and need to reduce stress. That is anxiety, insomnia, and depression. Repeatedly, Isabel, who has been immersed in this type of practice for more than 30 years, has attended multiple retreats, including live long-stay retreats of Dr. Joe Dispenza. We have also experienced this in the family, and well, Ignacio, with this concern from multiple peers post-pandemic, with this situation of anxiety that has worsened according to statistics, showing this affliction in a generation that wasn't like this before, decided to take the initiative to develop what the uncle is advocating and to involve other professionals with extensive experience to support him. At the same time, he also incorporates his brother, who is magna cum laude in computer science, to develop all these artificial intelligence tools and bring technology to a practical and successful use. That's a bit of the introduction, although we will be presenting the authors one by one, and we will have a podcast and a talk with them. And that's why I recommend again, let's go to the Telegram channel and the WhatsApp channel, because you will be informed there of all the news, updates, and developments that Medita Hope has for you for free. As a mission at Medita Hope, we want a happy life for everyone on the planet, and we consider that a right. That's why the majority of our content is free